12 mind-blowing billionaire statistics. What would you do if you had $1 million? If we had that kind of money, we'd take a fantastic trip, pay off our bond and send the mother-in-law to see their relatives in another country. And what about $1 billion? With that kind of money, you could actually buy the White House twice, or if you like, Balmoral Castle. Find out 12 staggering facts about the world's richest people. Before we begin, just wait for number 10, and that might affect your whole life. Number 1. How did most billionaires make their fortune? Most multi-billionaires created their own wealth. Jeff Bezos maintained his position as the world's richest person by maintaining a $187 billion fortune, putting him in the top spot among America's top 10 wealthiest people. While it's true that many multi-billionaires got their start thanks to family wealth, the work required to keep that wealth growing is far different from the work required to inherit it. The following are the some of the places where billionaires chose to invest their wealth: shared assets, business interests, possessions that can quickly and easily be converted into cash, property investments in the luxury market, manufacturing, athletics, healthcare, energy, food and beverage, media, fashion and retail, real estate, and investments are the top 10 industries in which billionaires are involved. Number 2. What is the demographic of a billionaire? So, what does a typical billionaire look like? You can rule out every other rare except white guys because 88% of them are definitely white men. Under 50 makes up 10% of the billionaire elite. You may learn everything you need to know about the world's 10 wealthiest people with just a fast glance at this list. Only Mukesh Ambani at number 10 stands out as an outlier. You can add Sergey Brin, Larry Page, Larry Ellison, Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Bernard Arnault, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos to the list of the 9 other billionaires. Number 3. How many Centi-Billionaires are there in the USA? To begin, a Centi-Billionaire is someone who amasses $100 billion or more in wealth during their lifetime. Larry Ellison, founder of Oracle, has a net worth of $101 billion, matching that of Warren Buffett's. Bill Gates has a balance of $130 billion, though, as you know, it could drop dramatically after his divorce. Elon Musk has a balance of $172 billion, and Jeff Bezos' net worth ranges between $187 and $197 billion. Number 4. The world's richest person makes $2,489 a second. Multiple credible sources, including Business Insider, have established that Jeff Bezos earns approximately $2,489 per second. And while his net worth keeps increasing and declining, it's fair to say that this per second rate is absolutely remarkable. This means that this millionaire makes more money in a single second than an average American worker does in a whole week. Just wait for number 10, and that would surely give you a life lesson. Number 5. Where do the most billionaires live? In accordance with the visualcapitalist.com, the following are the locations where there is the greatest number of billionaires per capita. 47 billionaires call Hazanghu home. London has 63 more billionaires than San Francisco does by just one more. There are 64 millionaires you might come across parts within in Shanghai and 68 in Shenzhen. The top 2 spots are held by New York City with 99 billionaires and Beijing with 100 billionaires in this city. Number 6. Who is the youngest billionaire in the world? German high Kevin David Lehman is the youngest billionaire in the world, and he can't even legally drink in the United States yet because he hasn't turned 21. His paternal grandfather was Gunther Lehman, and the Lehman family owns a major stake in DM Germany's largest pharmacy chain, Drogerie Market. At the age of 14, Kevin's father gave him a portion of the family business, which he held in trust until he reached 18. As reported by Business Insider, Kevin David Lehman has a net worth of $3.3 billion. Number 7. World's youngest crypto billionaire. Before we move towards number 7, just another reminder, number 10 has life lessons you can't miss. Crypto is the future, and you already know our opinion on the matter. Vitalik Buterin is the youngest person to ever become a millionaire through crypto. There is a 27-year-old Russian-Canadian coder. The Observer claims that Buterin was a founding member of cryptocurrencies and other blockchain technologies we have come to know and use today. When he first suggested the concept for the Ethereum network, he was only 19 years old. For a total of $1.029 billion, he holds the 3,033,500 Ethereum in his primary cryptocurrency wallet. 8. The wealthiest woman in the world. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers is the French L'Oreal heiress, and she is worth $82.8 billion. Her grandpa founded L'Oreal, and the family still owns 33% of the company. Forbes reported that a man was found guilty of using Meyers' sick mother for the sake of her inheritance, and that the case made headlines in France. Number 9. What really happened with Kylie Jenner and her supposed billionaire status? In a lengthy essay headlined Inside Kylie Jenner's Web of Lies and Why She's No Longer a Millionaire, Forbes writer Madeleine Berg detailed the reality star's downfall. According to the expose, Jenner had exaggerated the size and performance of her company. Among the family's best-kept secrets is revealed in the report. Kylie's firm is more smaller and less successful than the family has spent years leading the cosmetics industry and media outlet, including Forbes to think. For example, you know how it goes in life. You're a billionaire one day, a millionaire in the next. So here it is, the number 10, which is surely going to give us some life lessons. So number 10 is billionaires who lost it all. If it's difficult to lose $1 billion, these people must have done it with ease. China Zhicheng Holdings chairman Huang Wenjie saw his personal wealth of $1.9 billion drop after a 91% loss in shares value during a stock market downturn. Former US-based investment manager Alberto Villar founded a $1 billion investment firm called Amerindo Investments Advisors. He was arrested for money laundering, buyer fraud and stock fraud, all of which hurt his business and contributed to the stock market crash of 2000. Asylum in the United Kingdom has been requested by Vijay Mallya. The booze empire that the Indian businessman and former millionaire built from scratch now generates $1.5 billion annually. He also had a stake in Kingfisher Airlines, but when his debt grew, he was forced to flee to the United Kingdom. Number 11. Is it education or connections that make you billionaire? Dr. Jonathan Y. was curious as to whether or not a college degree was more important in achieving financial success than personal ties. Y conducted a series of research exploring whether better educated or smarter persons accumulated a higher net worth. As reported in Psychology Today, in a nutshell, yes, since learning makes connections. Among billionaires, he found that the wealthiest were more likely to have attended a prestigious institution of higher learning. He claimed that sole exception to this was Russia, where many of the country's billionaires have close ties to the Vladimir Putin or the Russian government. Number 12. Most billionaires have an education. The fact that most billionaires are self-made does not entail that they are illiterate. CNBC reports that 89% of billionaires have at least a bachelor's degree, and that the vast majority of them majored in either engineering or computer science. A computer science and electrical engineer, Jeff Bezos has a background in both fields. Bill Gates took pre-law courses. Mark Cuban has a background in administration and management. Computer science and psychology were two of Mark Zuckerberg's area of study. Many multi-billionaires got their start in the workforce as salespeople, programmers, traders, or analysts.